See, I told you I wouldn't be surprised if Miami Dolphins won today. It's a division game against Buffalo, and of course, nobody has a bigger beard than a Buffalo, right? So it looks like Santa's little helper is the Miami Dolphins in the East. It kind of it kind of reminds me of Kansas City Chiefs last year with Denver, same division. Might as well just let them win. That way, Miami Dolphins and Cincinnati Bengals don't make the playoffs. So I guess they do help each other, don't they? But Santa's little helper is the Miami Dolphins. That's interesting. Nobody has a bigger beard than the Buffalo, obviously. So we hit up who? Mama Claus, right? And she said we have a new reindeer in town. Don't tell them about the leotard. I was like, oh well, I get to name myself. And she said, all right, that's the only caveat. You can name yourself, and you're gonna love the name of the new reindeer. It doesn't start with an R. It's not Rudolph, but it does start with an N. Yeah, something about spider webs out there. We gotta what? They're not called spiders anymore. They're called telgens or niglets. We got to redo the spiders from 400 years ago when everybody stepped soil for the first time down by way of Louisiana. It's about 450,000 spider webs that are missing. We got to put them back together again. And whose memories should we use? I wonder. Going to be Santa's. So at the North Pole. And many Telgens over there. Anyway, we got the Knicks tonight against Brooklyn. And at the Garden, the Knicks are undefeated at the Garden, as far as I gather. Yeah, they're undefeated at the Garden. We have them tonight. We had Buffalo on the parlay because we're just a little minnow, a little guppy, you know. So we had them on the parlay, and that's what happens in parlays. Is you could lose one, and that you lose the bet. But tonight we got the Knicks at the Garden, and you know the Huges. They don't have to bet parlays. They don't get to bet parlays. So their 10 million goes on this game, and we'll make up. We're up 4-2 if we win, because the two soccer games. Remember I told you the two soccer games that I didn't show the audience. Where I'm going to show them after the game, after the next game tonight, it'll be today or tomorrow. I'll show them, and you can see all the bets I made this week and why it's important to be a huge. But there's a disadvantage of being a huge at the same time. If you're down, you can't really make up $60 million loss on a Monday night football game. You can only bet the 10 mil. That's the cap, right? And then you only win 7.5 mil with the taxes and everything gets done for you. So that's the disadvantage they have. But the advantage that they do have, they only have to bet straight bets, and some of them are overwhelming favorites, yet they still lose. So yeah, it's give and take. No, you should show a profit. And right now we're not showing a profit. Right, we're down just a little bit. We're gonna have some losses, and it's not the end of the year. The end of the year ends when January 1st, right? Well, actually December 31st at midnight to 11:59 and 59 seconds. But the difference between the huge and us little guys, us little minnows, is that, all right? So should you get to your, well, you should get to your at least your 400 million if you know gamble in sports gaming. That way you don't have to worry about it before you do it. And the rest of us, well, parlays are a good option, but again, you just miss one, and that's it, right? You lost the ticket. So we lost all our parlays this week except for one. Yet we still showed a profit for the huge because they got to bet all the straight bets, and if they win, they didn't get to bet the Denver Raider game that I put in at a halftime because it was after halftime that I put in after halftime scores started. It was a halftime bet. I put it in afterwards, and then get to bet that one, which is good. So that doesn't show up in any other losses, win loss. I put it in as a win loss, but nobody lost anything. None of my audience. Either way, Santa Little Helper looks like it's the Miami Dolphins. They're going to be up 4-2 if the Knicks win tonight at the Garden. They're overwhelmingly favored. It's huge. It's like at least 10-1. They haven't lost, but again, a lot of wizardry out there. So we wouldn't be surprised if for some reason, some type of assistance or something. I don't know. There's a lot of wizardry, but not a lot of sorcery. Like I said in the last video, which I have to redo, which is this one. Good luck, God bless, of course. May the source be with you. Knicks at the Garden tonight in New York. You're not going to win much, like I said. 100 maybe makes you $10, so 110, or is it only $1? I think it's $10. Not going to win much if you want to make up some losses. Take the Knicks at the Garden. Be putting on a lot of risk. I would do it. Good luck, Mr. Curtis. May the source be with you. Unfortunately, I got him in the parlay, so I lost with Buffalo. Thanks a lot, Buffalo. Oh, the two soccer games coming up tomorrow. I told you I was going to show you the tickets. It'll be after the Knicks game tonight or tomorrow morning. Good luck, Mr. Curtis. May the source be with you.